Welcome to Sports Jam!
Everybody get up, it's time for sports now. We got a real show going down. Welcome to the Sports Jam. It's your chance, talk and rant. It's the Sports Jam. All right. Cut. Hey man, you can't get any better than that.
Alright everybody, welcome to the Sports Jam. I am your host, Joe Rourke.
I am Mike Zajac.
And we got our intern over here, Sam. Sam the intern, say hello.
Hello.
Alrighty then. And today is June 17th, 2013. And yesterday was Father's Day, so happy belated Father's Day to all the fathers out there. What'd you do for Father's Day, Mike?
I went golfing with my dad. Went to Sherwood, had some fun over there. Taught him some new tips. Taught him how to chip, taught him how to putt a little bit. And
You taught him, huh?
I taught him, yes. That was my gift to him on Father's Day.
To teach him how to golf.
Teach him how to chip and putt a little
So
bit.
you're the superior golfer there?
I am, of the family.
I also went golfing for Father's Day with my brothers and my dad. We do it every year, and I am clearly the worst golfer.
Is that right?
Yes, yeah. Usually what happens is we do 18 holes, and every 6 holes we have to switch partners, so someone has to be with me for 6 holes, usually.
Oh.
But yesterday I actually did pretty well. I'm a pretty good driver, and my putting's all right. It's just everything in the middle.
Yeah,
Awful.
yesterday my drives were not very good. So putting was on, chipping was on, so that was all right.
All right, so let's talk about the Hawks real quick. They lost game 2, scored 2-1 overtime, the third straight overtime game, the second in the series. So where'd you watch the game at?
I was at Bridges in Griffith with a couple buddies of mine. Saw WJOB's very own Ron Harlow there sitting next to me. So at the end of the game, overtime, he decided to come and talk to me. So I missed the final goal.
Really? Harlow ruined it for you, huh?
Well, that's a good thing I didn't see it because it was so heartbreaking.
That's true. I was at a wedding, a very lovely wedding, by the way, and there was not a TV there to watch the game, but a few of us guys had it up on our phones.
Mm-hmm.
So we're watching the overtime and the end of the third just on a 4-inch screen on our phones.
Nice.
Not ideal, especially when there's 6 of us crowded around a phone.
Right. It got the job done.
Kind of. It was more about the audio that we could hear than actually it was hard to tell what jerseys were even on the players. But anyway, so the Hawks dominated the first period.
Yeah.
But they scored 1 goal.
1 goal on 19 shots. Tuukka phenomenal all game, as usual. They just got to get the puck to the net. And I think with Sharp's goal there, they kept pounding and pounding the puck at the net, and finally, something's going to happen. It's got to go in, and it did for Sharp.
And there was a disallowed goal at some point by Hossa.
Yeah, Hossa had a goal under Tuukka, his right foot, up against the post. It went in. Referees called the whistle, and they reviewed it. You saw the puck go in. Referee, his hands were down. Whistle wasn't blown, but he intended to call the whistle there. That's what he said, so they said no goal.
Yeah, which is so weird. I meant to blow my whistle, therefore I blew it, therefore your goal is disallowed. I didn't see the play, but that's what I'm hearing.
It's a bad call in my mind. It should be a 2-0 series lead for the Hawks if that doesn't happen.
Although I did watch some highlights of it, and just in the 3-minute highlight package I saw on NHL.com, the Bruins hit the post about 4 times.
They did.
And the last one went off the post and in to win it.
Yep.
So it seems like the Hawks may have actually, besides that first period, may have actually escaped again. I mean, they obviously didn't win, but maybe it should have been a lot worse.
Yeah, I mean, they could easily be down 2-0 right now.
Yeah, after
easily.
that first game,
Yep.
which they got pretty lucky on, but they stole one, I think.
Yep.
So Coach Q, I guess, you didn't think he had a very good game?
Coach Q, 19 shots in the first period compared to Boston's 4. You're getting 19 shots and only put 1 goal in. I think you got to make some changes.
So just shuffle the lines a
Shuffle
little
the
bit?
line maybe, and I think Patrick Kane and Jonathan Toews, they should be on the first line together. I mean, you see what Kane did in that Game 5 against the Kings. Got the game-winning goal on the Toews line. He got the hat trick in that series on the Toews line. When they play together, they're very good, and they play with each other very well. I just think they should be together.
Where's Bickle been this series?
Bickle has not been anywhere. One shot on goal last game, just 4 hits. He's got to step up his game.
I mean, it's hard to going into the playoffs, you weren't expecting a lot from Bickle.
Right.
But because he had done so well recently, now you kind of think, where's the production now?
Yeah, hasn't shown up in this.
It's kind of odd
games
to expect him to be like a Toews, like a Kane, like a Sharp, like
right.
a Hossa, and
right.
get goals all the time. But I mean, he set the bar for himself last series.
He did. I agree.
So now we're kind of waiting for that to happen because really, without him last series, who knows?
Yeah, I think
it would have at least been a lot closer.
I think he'll step up his game in Game 3 and 4.
I hope so.
In Boston.
So Crawford did pretty well too, 23-25 saves. All right, let's kick it over to Sam the intern for a little NBA Finals talk. Stat boy, Sam the intern. Sam?
Well, guys, the Spurs and the Heat played yesterday. The Spurs beat the Heat 114-104. That means that the Spurs are up on the Heat 3-2. LeBron James and Dwayne Wade were the high point men for Miami. They both scored 25 points apiece. Tony Parker had 26 points, which led all scorers. And with an NBA Finals record, 25 threes in the series, rookie Danny Green only averaged 10 points per game this season. Green looks like the frontrunner for the series MVP. The last rookie to do that, Magic Johnson.
Wow.
Next game in the series will be tomorrow in Miami at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Central on ABC. Go Spurs.
Go Spurs. I think you're echoing the sentiments of the nation with that one. All right, we are going to take a break real quick. We'll be back with some U.S. Open, Cubs Sox talk, and some NHL awards. One of the Hawks guys we think got snubbed. We'll be back after the break. With that, you are listening to the Sports Jam on AM 1230 WJOB.
Phil Youngie, 16 years at Corellis Roofing.
Bruce Bailey, 28 years at Corellis Roofing.
Joe Learman, 20 years at Corellis Roofing.
This is Bob Pabst, 23 years at Corellis Roofing.
George Corellis, 52 years at Corellis Roofing.
We at Corellis Roofing are not only striving to be your roofer of choice, but also your employer of choice. Visit us on the web at www.corellisroofing.com.
Area residents now have another affordable quality healthcare option called HealthLink, which is a federally qualified health center located at 100 West Chicago Avenue in East Chicago. HealthLink will open on Saturday, June 1st, and is partnering with St. Catherine Hospital to provide primary health care to the uninsured and underinsured area residents. HealthLink will provide comprehensive primary and preventive care regardless of your ability to pay. For continuous updates on the HealthLink East Chicago Healthcare Center, call 888-580-1060, extension 2550.
Attention outdoor enthusiasts. Holiday Boat Sales in Linwood is having a huge spring fever sale. Get into a new boat for as low as $109 per month. And if you buy during the month of May, interest is as low as 2.99% APR for well-qualified buyers. Or buy a boat cover for only $1 with any new boat package when you mention WJOB. Mercury Oil is buy one at regular price, get one half off when you mention WJOB. Visit Holiday Boat Sales at 21740 Lincoln Highway in Linwood and get the boat you always wanted. Call 708-758-0405. Holiday Boats.
Losing a loved one is never easy, but owner Kevin Kish and his staff at Kish Funeral Home are caring and experienced professionals who understand that each family is unique and has personal requests and traditions. Kish Funeral Home's beautiful facility offers many services, including cremation, pre-planning, and grief support. Kish Funeral Home is near Centennial Park in Munster at 10,000 Calumet Avenue. Call our good friend Kevin Kish at 219-924-3333 to help you get through this difficult time.
Welcome back to the Sports Jam. I keep putting our mic in audition instead of program. I don't know why. I keep doing that.
First time live. What's going to happen?
Yeah, this is our first live show, by the way. Let me turn my mic down. I think I'm real hot. All right. It's our first live show on the Sports Jam, and we'll be back on Wednesday and Friday at the same time at 2
o'clock
for live shows. Tuesdays and Thursdays will be our recorded shows. So today's show will replay at 2 o'clock tomorrow. Wednesday's show will replay at Thursday at 2 o'clock. Friday's show will disappear into the ether.
It will, unfortunately.
It'll be on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/jed.tv. That's 2 D's and 2 T's, jed.tv. You could find our previous 2 episodes there as well. So that's where we'll have additional content. I don't know, not additional, just replays.
Right.
Anyway, U.S. Open yesterday. Justin Rose, guy from across the pond, won it all. And Phil Mickelson finished second. What's up with Lefty finishing second?
Phil blows it again. I don't know what's going on. Obviously, he cannot handle the pressure. I feel like Phil lost it, and Justin Rose didn't win it. Phil lost it, in my mind. Justin Rose, he didn't do anything. He just played his game.
He did a little.
He shot 70. I mean, he wasn't fancy. He just went about his game, got some pars. 32 years old, gets his first major. Congratulations to him. The first Brit in more than 40 years to win the U.S. Open. Yeah.
Wow.
Phil, bogey on 13 and 15. On 15, he had the chip shot when he was on the green. Did you see that?
I did not. He saw very little of it.
He chipped it. He had to go over this hill, and he decided, instead of rolling it like a putt, he decided to chip it. I don't understand.
He chipped it from the green?
Off the green, yeah, onto the other side of the green to get there. He overshot it. He thought maybe, hey, it's going to come back with all the break. Nothing came back. Stayed up there. That was a mistake in my mind.
Okay, I get it. So he figured he'd rather chip over the
little hill
than have it, it putt right over it and have it all the trajectories figured out.
Miss birdie on 16. That was huge. Thought that my dad said it. He said that's the one. It clearly was. Didn't have a chance after that. Got to 18. Got that 60-yard chip shot. All the fans screaming, "Let's go, Phil! Let's go, Phil!" Misses it, and 6-time second place. Phil just cannot get it done at the U.S. Open.
All right, let's talk some Cubs talk real quick. Cubs and Sox. Cubs are 28 and 39, currently in 4th place. They are 15 games back in their division. The Sox are 28 and 38. They are in 5th place, dead last in the AL Central, and they are 9.5 games back of Detroit, who should be pulling away this summer. If you've seen the numbers Miguel Cabrera is putting up, they're ridiculous.
He's having a great year.
Gosh, is he still on pace for 100 RBIs by the All-Star game?
I'm sure.
Jeez. Well, so what happened in the Cubs game yesterday? Marmol up to his usual tricks?
Yeah, Cubs lose again. Carlos Marmol comes in the 9th inning, blows a 3-run lead. Kevin Gregg should have been there, but he was pitching, I think, 4 days in a row, so he was tired. He was not available. Marmol, why he's still on this Cubs team, I have no clue. I mean, he has not done anything productive in the last 4 or 5 years, and he still comes in the 9th inning. That's bad coaching. We got nobody else in that bullpen to throw in there in that situation. I don't like that. You got to bring somebody else in. He has proven he cannot close for the Cubs. He's a great 8th inning guy, I believe. That's where he needs to be.
Marmol, I think he's great at something.
I think he can set up in the 8th. I really do, and I think that's where he should
set up
whoever. No, I'm telling you, the 8th inning. Every time I watch him, he 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, down they go. 9th inning, different story. Pressure's on. 7th inning too. What's that?
He's just a head case then.
He is. You got to bring somebody else in there in the 9th. It cannot be Marmol.
He's got some trouble between those gigantic ears, I guess.
No, Mike. Do you think that they should try
Samuel?
Do you think they should try to trade Marmol before the deadline?
I mean, nobody's going to want him. Who's going to want him? What is he good for?
I mean, some teams that have horrible bullpens. Like, do you think
the Cubs have the worst one? You think anybody's gonna take this guy from the worst bullpen in the league?
I don't know. I mean, they should try to unload him for something.
They should have done that years ago, I believe.
I'm thinking what they're gonna do is, or why they're continuing to pitch him, is because they're hoping they are hoping that he finds something for a 2-week stretch so then they can trade him.
Yeah.
Because right now he's untradeable.
He is. He's been untradeable for the last
He's got to
couple
be
of years.
the most expensive reliever on that team, right?
Yeah.
He makes like $6 million.
At least
around
something.
There. Yeah, they got to get rid of him. All right, and the Sox, they had a real nice weekend in Houston. They lost 3 games to Houston.
Beautiful.
The Houston Lastros.
Well, good. That was clever.
You
Very
guys
nice.
like that? I think I've heard it
Very
before.
nice.
I didn't make it up.
No,
I did
come
not
on.
make it up.
Come on.
And then tonight they're going for the sweep. Houston is of the Sox. It's a wraparound series where they play the weekend and then the following week. It's kind of goofy.
It's a 4-game series.
But anyway, as a Sox fan, I am hoping they lose every game of the season remaining.
And why is that?
I'll tell you why, Mike. Because, in my opinion, all right, this is going to sound straight out of Talladega Nights. If you're not first, you're last. If you're not making the playoffs, if you're not making the playoffs, then you may as well be in last so you can get those draft picks, restock your talent in the minor leagues. That's, I think, the worst you can possibly be in a sport where there's drafts where it goes, obviously worst to first draft order.
Right.
I think the worst spot you can be is mediocre.
And that's how the Sox have been
Since
forever.
Since 09.
Yeah.
08, they snuck in. Since then,
right.
Yeah, they've been last year. I don't know how, but last year they were good for a majority of the season, and then what happens? Detroit comes back.
Exactly.
And they finish in a terrible spot because they picked 17th, which is not a good spot. You don't want to be picking between 10 and 10 and on. You don't want to be picking unless you're picking in the high 20s because then, you had a great season. You made the playoffs.
Do you blame the general manager for making these bad moves, picking up Adam Dunn and all these guys who aren't predicting? No?
Nope. I totally agreed with picking up Dunn when it happened because they needed power. They needed a lefty power, and Dunn was having a great career before he came over. I don't blame him for that. No one that offseason was saying, oh, my God, stay away from Adam Dunn. You cannot pick him up. No one was saying that. It just happened to work out poorly, but no, you can't blame him for that.
If the Sox are mediocre every year after year, you'd think the GM is at fault. He's got to say, hey, we need to improve. I know, but you got to say we have to improve on this area. And he's bringing in guys who aren't doing that. That's how I feel about the Sox.
I don't know. I just feel that they need to tank the rest of this year so they can get a top. Right now, I looked, they are 6th in the draft position right now. If the season were to end today, they'd have the 6th worst record. Cubs, I think, are 3rd or 4th.
They're down
worst.
there, too, yeah.
Either way, that is how you do it. I bet you Theo secretly is loving how bad the Cubs are doing.
I'm sure
because
he is.
He knows he can get a pick like Chris Bryant in the draft and just rebuild the team within 3 or 4 years.
Yep.
And that's what I'm hoping that happens. I don't want the Sox to – I want them to unload everyone they can at the All-Star break, get some talent back, get rid of Jesse Crain, 0.60 ERA. Someone's going to want that. The Cardinals should come knocking. They're a playoff team who needs a bullpen.
Mm-hmm.
I want them to just dump their players, get some prospects, get a good draft spot, do that for a couple of years. I'm fine with losing.
So you want to start fresh.
Yeah.
You just want to clean house.
Yeah.
Keep the guys who are doing good, like Chris Sale. And
baseball purgatory is awful. There's no reason to be in the middle. All right, let's go to NHL awards real quick. We went real long on the Cubs Sox stuff.
We did.
So NHL awards were given out this weekend. Jonathan Toews won the Selke Award for the best defensive forward. I think that's kind of no surprise. He's always been heralded as a two-way guy who was always great at back-checking and coming back and helping out on D. He beat, actually, Patrice Bergeron for the award by 10 points. He was like 760 to 750 in the voting. It was the closest award this year by far.
Wow.
Been one of the closest ever. Joel Quenneville lost the Jack Adams Coach of the Year award to the Ottawa Senators coach, Paul McLean. What do you think?
See, that I don't get. The Hawks.
How does Joel Quenneville not get Coach of the Year?
I don't know. Yeah, they won what? They had a 24-game
point streak to start the season, which is an NHL record. I was at number 22, which was pretty cool in Detroit. But yeah, 24 doesn't get. They're one of the best seasons ever.
That right there says it should be automatic for Joel, to me.
The argument for Ottawa Senators coach was that they had some big injuries.
Right. Yeah,
which
that happens. Yeah,
which is a good reason. If you have a lot of injuries and you still win, that is a good reason to be Coach of the Year.
Made the playoffs, made the second round.
There's special seasons like the seasons the Hawks had, or like the season they had this year.
Yeah,
where you just got to give it to them.
Yep, I agree.
All right, we're going to take a break real quick. We'll be back in just a few minutes with a Sports Minute from intern Sam. Sam, the intern.
Step boy.
Intern. Step boy.
Step boy.
Then we'll talk about some All-Star Game voting for the Cubs and Sox. All-Star Game's coming up in just about a month. And then we'll do a Hawks preview for tonight's game. So that should be pretty exciting. We're going to go to break right now, and we'll be back in just a few minutes from some of our amazing sponsors. You are watching or listening to the Sports Jam live on WJLD AM 1230.
Stop by Luby's for an amazing breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Located in the Menards Plaza in Hammond, Luby's Pancake House is the perfect spot for the whole family. Luby's Pancake House is open from 6 a.m. till 9 p.m. daily and is now offering steaks, chops, ribs, chicken, and fish. Delicious cream pies will have you coming back for more. Seniors receive a 25% discount from 2 to 5 in the afternoon. Go to Luby's at the corner of 165th and Columbia in Hammond and tell them Jed sent you.
Are you looking to remodel your kitchen? Does your bathroom need to be updated, brought into the 21st century? McCormick General Contracting will take your bath and kitchen down to the studs, fix damaged wood, address mechanical issues, and more. Then put it all back so it'll be your favorite room in the house. Contact Bishop Knoll alumni Mike McCormick at 219-712-7433. That's 219-712-7433. McCormick General Contracting, specializing in bathrooms, kitchens, and basements.
Now offering professional painting services.
At Quick Scripts, our experienced pharmacist is available for one-on-one consultations every day. Prescriptions filled while you wait in 20 minutes or less. Or if you're in a hurry, the doctor can call the pharmacy and our professional, courteous driver will deliver it right to your house for free. We accept all major insurance plans and discount cards. We have our own $4 generics program and we'll work to get the best price on medications for those who do not have insurance. Stop by Quick Scripts Pharmacy at 3330 Ridge Road in the heart of downtown Lansing. Toll free 888-535-3040.
At Smith Chevrolet, we aren't satisfied until you find the Chevy vehicle you're searching for. Serving Hammond as well as the surrounding Chicagoland area, we offer a full inventory of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs at competitive, no-haggle pricing. Also available is the full-service repair and body shop. So if you're looking for that new or used Chevy vehicle, stop by at 6405 Indianapolis Boulevard in Hammond. Call 219-845-4000 or go to smithchevyusa.com.
All right, welcome back to the Sports Jam. I did it again. I put it in audition. Oh my gosh. So we got a caller on the line right now. Let's take Dave. Dave, you're on.
Hey guys, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
I've got a question.
Okay.
And I've got a Hawks comment.
All right.
I'll start with the question. You guys said you saw Harlow at Bridges scoreboard.
Yes.
Drinking beer, watching the Blackhawks game. My question is, who was buying him rounds? Because I know damn well he wasn't sitting in Bridges scoreboard on his own dime drinking beer.
From what I saw, he was buying his own rounds. That's what I saw.
Cow.
Yeah, I was not there. I was at a wedding, but
does he usually not?
Harlow's philosophy is if you paid anything, you paid too much.
Okay, all right. Shots fired, Harlow.
I got a Hawks comment.
Okay.
Something that concerns me about this last game is they look tired.
Yep.
And I understand they played a triple overtime game a couple nights before. They go into overtime this game. But Frolik in particular, halfway into that overtime period, night before last, I'm not a very good skater, and I look like a better skater than him in that overtime period.
Right.
His legs were exhausted. Conventional wisdom would tell you, Blackhawks being the younger team should have a little more endurance, should be a little more well conditioned as
I agree.
opposed to an older Bruins team. But I'm not seeing that. You know, they couldn't get the puck out of their own end for the last 3 minutes of that overtime period night before last, and to me, I don't know how you guys feel, but they look more tired than the Bruins do.
Yeah, which is weird considering obviously the Bruins are playing in the same game as them, so they had 3 overtime game as well.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right, Dave.
Yeah.
Thanks for taking the call. We'll talk about that real quick. Hope you keep listening to next show. Thanks. All right. So what do you think about that? Frolik looking tired?
I agree. They all look tired to me in that overtime.
And Boston did not. Once again, I didn't see the game. So
because I think Boston, they really needed that win.
So you think
at Chicago, they were
more
just
desperate?
That's how I felt. We are the younger team. We should be, running around like kids do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why they were so tired. I don't understand that. But Victor Stahlberg in the lineup tonight. He's got the speed. He's going to have that energy. He sat the last 2 games. He should be ready to go.
My boy, Victor
Your
Stahlberg.
boy,
Bolig is
my boy, Bolig is gone.
Healthy scratch for Bolig. He didn't do too much. How many hits did he have last game?
I believe 2.
2 hits.
I believe 2 hits, yes.
Okay. Yeah, he did not. I heard he had a big mistake. Actually, I saw the last goal they scored. He totally messed up. Couldn't clear it out of the zone.
Yep.
And they capitalized on the turnover. He had 2 giveaways, I think you said.
Yep, 2
-1.
giveaways. Yeah, -1 rating.
Yeah, that's not going to work. So I think Stahlberg's going to bring a lot of more energy to the team. Obviously, he's going to be fresh leg. He's obviously real fast. He can get into the zone, dump and chase, chip and chase pretty well.
I agree, but will it make a difference? I just don't think so.
Here's my prediction.
We got a few minutes left, so we got to hurry.
Here's my prediction. He's going to get a point tonight.
Okay.
Stahlberg.
All right, 1 point.
Yeah. Well, how many points does Bolig have?
That is true.
He's going to get a point.
He had the assist.
He's going to get a point. People are going to say, oh, thank God Stahlberg is back. All right. So real quick, Samuel, we'll go to a Sports Minute with Sam the intern.
That boy.
I think I'm going to have to embrace that name. I don't know if you're going to stop calling me that.
No, I won't.
All right. So some quick news. There's a potential blockbuster trade in the making. The Clippers plan to send DeAndre Jordan, Eric Bledsoe, and a future first-round pick to the Celtics for, yes, the coach, Doc Rivers, and Kevin Garnett. The Yankees plan to sign high school draft pick Ian Clarkin, which would mean the Yankees would actually have actual pitchers. And if they don't trade him in 10 minutes, maybe he'll amount to something.
Yeah, Ian Clarkin, the one who said he was not a Yankees fan. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it is really interesting. It says here that Chad Johnson is released from prison, which is good, considering he likes to be there a lot. And that's about it. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Sam, with that Sports Minute. All right, let's talk about the All-Star game real quick. All-Star voting has come out. Guess how many Cubs and Sox players are on the top finalist list so far?
I'm going to say 0.
That's a big goose egg there, Bob.
Yep.
That's a 0. Yeah, there's nobody on the list. Even the outfielders, which they go 15 deep on each side, nobody in the top 15 for the voting, which should be no surprise. Both teams are just awful. But because of the rules, which say somebody has to be representing each team, I think from the Cubs it'll probably be Travis Wood.
Yeah, I agree.
Simply because of his ERA. I'm kind of a real stat guy, a real sabermetric, and I think Jeff Samardzija actually has the better numbers all around. But the voters, the fans, the guys picking, they're going to look at ERA, and they're going to go Wood. And I think the Sox, it's going to be Chris Sale no matter what. He's phenomenal numbers. If he keeps this up, he'll be a Cy Young contention again.
And he's been their most consistent player on the Sox. So.
Yeah. Alex Rios, All-Star-ish season, but because of that rule, you're going to have somebody from the Astros, maybe J.D. Martinez, somebody who has to go, and he's going to take spot of people who are deserving. So I think Alex Rios is a fringe guy. Probably won't make it, though. So Hawks game is tonight at 7 o'clock on NBC Sports Network.
Yeah,
you're going to watch the game.
Where am I watching the game? I believe a buddy's house of mine.
Okay.
If I go to a bar, it's too many distractions. Like Ron Harlow. I missed the last goal because of him.
Ron Harlow's tipping him back.
Yeah. If he pays for him, who knows?
Yeah, maybe he'll buy you a drink
next time. Maybe he will. Maybe.
Dave doesn't think so.
Dave
does not think so.
I'm agreeing with Dave there. I got some game notes. Can I
Sure.
give
real
a few?
quick.
Game 3 notes. Teams winning Game 3 after splitting the first 2 games of the final have gone on to win the Stanley Cup 21 of 25 times since the final adopted the best-of-7 format in 1939. The Bruins are 3-0 in Games 3 this postseason. You know what the Blackhawks are?
What are they?
0-3.
Wow.
Home teams have won the last 9 Game 3s in the final Stanley Cup final. The last road team to win Game 3 in the final was the 2002 Red Wings over the Hurricanes in 3 overtime. Yeah.
Where'd you get those great facts from?
Great facts. A email printed out courtesy of WJLB's very own Debbie Wargo,
who did the fantastic intro.
Yes, along with Steven Tyler, a.k.a. Pat Renwick.
Give him some Tim Kirchin-like stats.
Yeah, those are pretty nice. I like those numbers.
Those were the useless stats of the day.
All right. Well, that is going to do it for our show today. Hope you enjoyed the show. We enjoyed doing it live for the first time. No major mistakes, I don't think.
Minus your audition and programming over there.
We'll try and do
we'll
better next time. I'll try and remember to put in a program each time. So that's about it. Thanks, Sam, the intern.
Stat boy. It was a pleasure.
Stat boy, reading like a robot today, but that's all right. You'll get better.
I'm a monster. That's for sure.
That's your first time.
I'm pretty great.
All right. See you guys later.